In contemporary societies, the phenomenon of wealth disparity is increasingly pronounced, with the rich amassing more wealth while the poor struggle to survive on the margins. This societal behavior is not the result of an explicit desire to harm, but rather manifests through systemic mechanisms that benefit the affluent at the expense of the underprivileged. To explore this, we must delve into the intertwined elements of economic policy, social values, and the historical context that perpetuates the cycle of disadvantage. First, consider economic policies that inadvertently promote wealth concentration. Tax systems, for instance, often favor capital gains over ordinary income, benefiting the investment-heavy portfolios of the wealthy. Meanwhile, subsidies intended to lift lower-income families may be scaled back, widening the gap. Regulatory environments are often constructed to favor large corporations, allowing them to absorb significant tax breaks and subsidies that are unavailable to smaller, local businesses which are more likely to support low-income workers. Additionally, social values, especially prevalent in capitalist societies, play a critical role. The myth of the self-made individual can skew perceptions, fostering narratives that the poor are simply not working hard enough, thereby justifying the withholding of aid. Success is attributed to individual effort rather than systemic factors, which obfuscates the privileges and advantages that facilitate upward mobility for some. Furthermore, historical patterns have entrenched these disparities. Colonial histories, for instance, have long-lasting effects, where resources were extracted from colonized lands, enriching the colonizers while leaving the colonized nations in a cycle of poverty that persists today. Within countries, historical legacies of segregation and discrimination continue to obstruct access to quality education and employment, reinforcing inequity across generations. On a more granular level, microloan systems and financial products, which promise to empower the poor, often ensnare them in debt traps due to high interest rates. Payday loans, in particular, affect disadvantaged communities disparagingly, promising immediate relief at future costs that far exceed the initial benefits. Finally, societal infrastructures such as education and healthcare, which could potentially level the playing field, often remain underfunded.